Antiparticles. What are antiparticles? You may have heard of antimatter, but what does that mean? How can you have the opposite of matter? First off, antiparticles make up antimatter just like how particles make up matter. All quarks and leptons have antiparticles called antiquarks and antileptons. Bosons don't really have antiparticles. Photons and Z-bosons are their own antiparticle. There are 8 types of gluons, and each type is the antiparticle of another. The W boson has 2 types, positive and negative. The positive W boson is the antiparticle of the negative one. Finally, the Higgs boson, being such a recent discovery, doesn't have a discovered antiparticle. All antiparticles have the same properties to their corresponding particles, except their charge is opposite. Another property of antiparticles is that when they touch their corresponding particle, both turn into 2 photons. This seems impossible because going from 2 particles with mass to 2 particles without mass violates the law of conservation of mass. It doesn't though. The mass turns into energy in the photon, and since energy equals mass times the speed of light squared, turning mass into energy is okay. Also, a reaction is possible where energy into photons turns into mass in a particle and an antiparticle. There's a big mystery surrounding antimatter, though. There's way more matter than antimatter in the universe. This shouldn't happen because in the beginning of the universe, there was just energy, and when matter was created, an equal amount of antimatter was made too. There isn't much more to antiparticles and antimatter, but they are important to particle physics. It is important to understand antiparticles because they play a role in particle decay and mesons, but that's for another video. If you have a question about science, leave it in the comments. I'll either answer it in the comments or make a video out of it. Tune in next time for more scientific knowledge.
Bloopers!
First off, antiparticles make up antimatter, just like...
No, Pikachu!